Welcome to another episode of 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐎. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well as watch the video all the way through. Not because I asked you to, because man, I'm just talking about dudes. I'm talking about men and like their purpose in the world. And the main reason I'm talking about this is because like I've been seeing a lot of stuff online about how men have so much to deal with in the world and they're like treated unequally to women maybe. And I feel like this is a little bit of a dangerous movement and maybe a digressive movement, if that's a word. But hey, don't listen to me. I've just been a dude for like 36, 37 years, however old I am. This video is gonna lack some bells and whistles. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is basically just a discussion. The first topic is, do men need sympathy? And I'm not saying that all men are just created of stone and that we don't need sympathy and that we don't need understanding. I'm just saying since the beginning of time, men have been resilient. Men have been tough people. Not saying that women ain't tough, but I mean, as a man, I understand that we have certain responsibilities. And there's part of me that's, I would say 10%, that wants sympathy, I guess. And maybe that's just the human part of me, but the man part of me understands my role in the world. The reason I'm against men getting sympathy is because as a man, I embrace my responsibilities. It makes me feel good to know that I'm the provider for my household, or that if there's ever a confrontation, that I'm the one that stands up and deals with it. There's a certain amount of achievement that I gain out of doing the things that I'm supposed to do as a man. And to everybody that's going to the defense of men, I appreciate it, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, this is the way men were supposed to be. Although as men, we have the frontline responsibility in war, or we're the head of the household, it's also an honor to us. Most of us welcome the challenge if you're not one of those guys that like hangs out on your mom's couch till you're 30 something, but this video is not about that. But anyway, dude, get the f off your mom's couch. My second point is, why should we embrace our responsibility and our masculinity? And I'll put it to you like this. Back in the old days, I'm gonna say like way back in the old days, whenever there was woolly mammoths and stuff, nobody's gonna go out there and say, hey, tell Sharon to go over there and kill that woolly mammoth. They're gonna say, tell Bob to go. I'm most certainly not talking bad about women, because we need women. We're supposed to be the strong one. It's built into us. It's in our nature. And yes, we have issues, and yes, maybe we should have a discussion on why we have these issues, but I can tell you this, as a man, 90% of the issues that I have, I bring up on myself, and the other 10% is just probably me wanting to feel sorry for myself. Here's some future men. Look, this is River and Judah. Look at, oh, this is baby Stitch. River, do you like being a man?
Yeah.
Being a man is a happy thing. Being a man is a fun thing. I mean, we have our hardships, but we work through them. And we don't work through them without people or without our wives or women or whoever. We just have a different way of dealing with things. We all should just understand that doing what we have to do as the male gender is really important, and it's an honor. Why do men have so many problems? It's because we have kids. Men are built to deal with problems, and we're aggressive enough that we go seeking problems sometimes. I'm not trying to say that we shouldn't do better as men and try not to have the issues that we bring up on ourselves whenever you're in business or whenever you're in pursuit of your spouse, or there's dozens of different hold my beer moments for guys, because that's just in our nature, and it's okay. It's just the way we're made. Trick shot, River. And lastly, which gender is better? I can tell you without a doubt that 90% of the stuff that I've done as a man, I could not have done without my wife or without my mom. Maybe 100%, because, you know, she popped me out of her, you know, you fast forward a few years whenever I met my wife, there's a lot of things that I would not have done without her back. There's a lot of things that I would have probably been too scared to do without her encouragement or without her saying, okay, this could be a good decision. There's a lot of pain and suffering that I've avoided as a man by having my wife by my side and say, you know what? I don't know about that. I'm not gonna get into the qualities of a woman, because we know women have great qualities. They're just different from men. Each gender plays their own role in this world, and it's important that each gender embraces their role and understands their role. So to answer the question that I asked myself, it could be your question, but to answer the question that I asked myself, which gender is better? Absolutely neither one. We're both human. We're both subject to a lot of different things. That's the way God made us, and we all play a certain role in this life. And what's wrong with embracing that role? Anyway, that's been another episode of 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐎. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.